Alright guys, you probably hear the phrase 99% of people will not make it in crypto. To some extent, that is actually true. Right guys, preparation. Preparation is going to be a big one as to why a lot of investors don't make it. Now, hands up, who saw the dump today and thought, oh my god, why did I not just wait to be buying this lower price? I'm sure there was many people that did feel like that today, guys. But everybody who's been subscribed, all of the private community, we knew ahead of time that this was coming. You guys already know that we made this chart a few days ago. I even updated them today, guys, to say, look, we're going to revisit there. And then also there's like a members club only blowfin tutorial. So again, you guys can get into that. But people will either not prepare, not have the foresight to see what is coming, or when they do prepare, they don't take action. Now, number one, I'm going to be topping up a lot of my altcoin positions in this time, even though, you know, we haven't confirmed this on the daily yet or on the weekly. It is a great area to be buying. Bitcoin's only dumped about 4%, guys, but we said at 64k, we could be expecting like a 5% move to the downside. Well, you look at that, we've got a 5% move to the downside, guys. So the preparation is going to be something that is key, and then actually holding yourself accountable and taking action and trying to remove that emotion is going to be another thing that all of you guys need to practice. Now, what do I look at in the chart that makes me extremely bullish and makes me able to hold on? There are so many bullish indicators that are flashing today. We're going to go through some of them, and yes, it's going to be a general thing, but this will apply to the majority of your altcoins. I mean, number one, you look at the altcoin market cap. We've been in this massive falling wedge for months, guys. It's been nearly 6 months we've been in here. Usually the longer the compression, the bigger the expansion. We've had our breakout to the neckline. We're having a retest right now. If you're saying, oh my god, should I sell now to get lower? That doesn't really make sense, guys, and you shouldn't really be swapping your bags too much anyway, because when you do start to do that, you're going to swap one bag and then you're going to think, oh my god, that one hasn't been pumping. It pumps, you keep swapping, and then you don't make any money because you're chasing the hot coin, guys. You can look at things that have nothing to do with the chart. You can just look at global economics. You can look at what is the narrative at the moment. Censorship, guys. What is cryptocurrency really here for? It's here for the people, and it is here to be a transparent, trusted payment solution, guys. You can't censor Bitcoin. Back to the charts. Look at all the TA signals that happened in 2016 and 2020 that are now happening another 4 years later. We open it up. Gaussian has already been green. It looks like we're halfway through this Gaussian, guys. Had an accumulation channel for nearly 6 months, and you can see that right now we've printed a bottom signal on the RSI. Okay, every time we've printed this bottom signal on the RSI, and it looks like maybe we're going to start to have a reversal, it has indicated the very beginning or just before the beginning of the next rally for the altcoins. And you guys saw that over the past like weekend when everything started to pump, when all the AI coins started to pump. That's just a little peak to say, if you want to be selling your altcoins, this is what you can be missing out on, you know, over the next 6 months, guys. And that was nothing. Those pumps of like 40% in a week was nothing. The bullish signal, guys, the Bitcoin weekly historical volatility has just broken out, guys, and this is dating all the way back to the bull market peak of 2017. This has been in a downtrend for, look, how many years is that? 7 years, guys. So is this going to be the start of a major parabolic bull run for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, and for our altcoins? It is another bullish signal flashing. Some of you guys like to trade CME gaps. We've got a CME gap for Ethereum pulling us all the way up to 3k. What is going to happen to our altcoins for the Ethereum ecosystem and then trickling down to Solana and the Solana ecosystem? What is going to happen to our altcoins when the CME gap does get filled and Ethereum has a pump of 10%, guys? What do you think will happen? It's going to be a larger pump for our altcoins. We're still in an accumulation. Boom, another bullish chart, an inverse head and shoulders. Last time we saw this was in the 2016-2017 bull run, and after we printed this right shoulder, look what came next. Are you starting to put 2 and 2 together, guys? Before these biggest moves, it is so painful. August was a painful month. People probably got shaken out at 49k. We're still expecting a probably pretty bad September, guys, so this could be even worse than August, and you have to be mentally prepared for that. But I'm mentally prepared for that, and I can hold through all of this noise, and I'm so happy to hold through all of this noise because I have the foresight to say, right, what has happened every single time that it hasn't failed us yet, guys? Now we've even got more money flowing in. Why am I selling in the last couple of months? It doesn't make sense. Again, if you want to zoom into this year's cycle, look at every single time we've been oversold, guys. Bottom, bottom. Is this another bottom, guys? It looks like it. At the bottom at 16k, bottom at 25k, bottom at 49k. Every single time. This was I'm going to 10k dump. This was we're going back lower to 15k dump. This is now we're going to 30k dump. What's the next one going to be, guys? And then boom, look at this parabolic curve step-like formation. We've had base 1, base 2, base 3. We're in base 4. Are we now ready to get to our final fifth wave, our fifth selling point, guys? And then that could mark the end of the bull market in early 2025. Everyone's saying that it's going to go until the end of 2025. They said this in the last run, guys. It was meant to go to the end of the year, and really we topped out in March of the last cycle. No, sorry, May of the last cycle, right? So again, people are going to get caught out. Everyone's going to have their own theories. I'll be averaging out, guys. I'm not going to claim to say I know exactly when the top's going to be, exactly when the next bottom's going to be. But what I can say is there are too many bullish indicators like slapping us in the face right now to be listening to anons on Twitter that say, right, we're going all the way back down to 30k and the bull market's over and blah, 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 blah. Remember, before the biggest breakouts and before the most euphoric stages, it can be the hardest to endure, guys. The job is to almost convince you guys that the bull market is over. There are so many people now that were bulls, they've turned into bears, and they're convinced the bull market is over, guys. But I just can't see it that way. So now we're at 61k, which we were waiting for. What am I doing? I'm going through CoinMarketCap, and I'm saying I want some of these blue chips that are cheap. I want cheap Chainlink. I want Polkadot underneath $5. AVAX is still a steal. Still is still, right? I was telling you guys to get this sub $20, guys. And then you can go down and you can say, right, maybe even the AI portfolio, maybe the real world asset portfolio, maybe we buy some Ondo, maybe we don't. Members Club, you know what the deal is. But guys, you got to be making sure that you are being accountable and you are taking action in these times that we do plan for. So yes, a bit more of a serious one today, but there's been a lot of bearish sentiment and there's going to be a lot of bearish sentiment coming into September. So again, if you guys want to like bookmark this and then rewatch it in September when we dump, you guys can do that. That's it. That's just a quick one on why the hell so many people don't make it, why I am not selling, why I do think we have got more room for pumpy time in this bull market. You guys can let me know your opinions in the comments, and if you've made it this far, please support the channel by smashing that like button, drop me a comment, and if you want to, drop me a sub. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Peace.